Yo ho, ho! I hope the audio's good and everything. Oh no. Did I forget to upload the proper thumbnail? Oh shit. Alright, hold on. Let me do it now. Oh no. Alright, well. Whatever. I'll fix that bitch after. Yo ho ho! What's going on, guys? This is Grim Reaper bringing you Darkshine. I don't know if you guys checked out our previous video, but we're doing a series on some of the heroes. The majority of the heroes actually in the S class, and we started off with Pig God. So make sure you check out that previous video on the details of Pig God and his current position or my understanding of the character in the story so far and how I perceive him to be going onward. We'll be doing the same case study for Darkshine. This is a weird character because I feel like he has an idealistic portion to him, but his physicality is the principal thing or the principal detail for his character. You know, it was it was when it came down to the initial presentation. We were sitting in the meeting all together, and we saw all the different S classes, and the designs have changed since that point, and maybe one or two details of the characters haven't changed, but I think that's mostly due to being the fundamentals of that character. You know, Atomic is always going to be arrogant, or has been arrogant since the beginning, because we hadn't gotten a chance to explore his character yet. And that we have, he has the opportunity to change from that. So previously, I don't think we got a clear understanding of what kind of guy Darkshine was. We knew he was a nice guy, a typical guy, but now like we get to see a little bit deeper into it, especially with how he's talking to Garou and like expressing that he needs to stop this monster play. So I found it interesting that a guy like that, with that type of physical archetype, isn't compared to like Superman. The thing that's what Superman's supposed to be, like a guy that does no wrong, is always trying to do his best. And that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting from like, the Captain America, Darkshine stuff. The correlation to other characters like that, the headstrong moral leader of the group. I'm not saying he's the moral leader of the group, but he's headstrong with his morals. So I'm just wondering like how that's gonna play out. Because out of all the heroes, I mean, Tatsumaki doesn't have like morals that strong, or doesn't show them that strong. We don't know about Blast. King doesn't. Drive Knight doesn't. Flashy doesn't. Atomic doesn't. But he kind of does, but his is a different kind. Zombie to a certain extent, maybe Zombie, but he's a little weird with his stuff too. Child, he doesn't see it the same way. So it's like this guy, he has ideals. This chapter showed us that. So I'm interested to see how that's going to develop with him further. Like, what else can he pull out? What else can he do? What else is he willing to like go through in order to like, you know, achieve what's good, help, win? These phrases like that, and like all these different kinds of varieties of scenarios and stuff. That's what it makes me think about. Like whenever I read that dialogue between him and Garou in terms of like monster play and in terms of like hypocrisy from Garou's perspective. It could be said that things are like. It could be said that Darkshine is naive, but I don't get complete naivety from the character. But I could see this ideal as being naive. I could see Garou as pointing out the naivety of the situation, that just as much as he's playing hero, Darkshine, or yeah, just as much as Garou's playing monster, Darkshine's playing hero. Either way, I never like had any reason to dislike Darkshine. He was like the big black guy in the group, so I wasn't really sure how like a Japanese author was going to depict him, because there's been some times where it hasn't been done as favorably. And honestly, that one wasn't the best depiction either. But I've grown to like become accustomed to it or accept it because of how like Oda writes. Or excuse me, not Oda. One, I apologize. I'm thinking about One Piece. So big, strong guy. And you'll find out in the podcast that's coming up tomorrow that Murata's drawing him differently for a reason. I don't know if you've noticed since chapter 93, whenever we had the secondary meeting, chapter 94, whenever we had the actual invasion with the support team or whatever, Darkshine was being drawn in a certain manner, and he didn't look exactly like he does now. Even in the chapter when he first encountered Puri Puri and Garou, he was looking different, like completely different than what he does now. And in this fight, in Panos, in this fight, he looks different on certain occasions. So it seems to be, at least this is in reference to one of the podcast members in conversation, Zhoniin. He believes that it's indeed a depiction of like size and like emotional portrayal. So whenever like Darkshine gets all big and buff and starts flexing and stuff like that, he doesn't look like deformed just because he's like, expressing his full power, but it's because he's also having his emotion depicted. Puri Puri has a unique art style for his fighting sequences as well, and it's so good looking. So I'm excited to see the different dynamics in like shading and in coloring for the rest of the Garou and Darkshine fight, because so far it's been spectacular. It's been spectacular. Now, Darkshine's been putting up some pretty high power moves. This tackle that he did to Garou hit him in the chest. Garou wasn't able to deflect it, and Garou seems to be like a superior water stream user right now, and he seems like a pretty competent whirlwind user too. So whatever he was trying to use to deflect that, it didn't work. Not to say that Bang couldn't do it, like the comparison that was happening in the chapter, but whatever you want to say. So his offensive ability without named attack is pretty tough. So him out there fighting is pretty strong. He's able to crack Garou's ribcage like that. He has some pretty fast agility. We saw that whenever Garou did that little spinning tactic when he was quote unquote sleeping, unconscious. Then he came at him with a bunch of after images, confusing which was the real Garou. And Darkshine managed to actually pick up the right one and hit him and send him flying. So we know that he's aware in a fight. He's able to pick out, use his reflexes in an efficient manner. Damn, bro, my dog's tripping. He's able to use his reflexes in an efficient manner, and he's capable of effectively like doing things in combat or in the fight to like level it out. So like Garou sitting there out there in the big panel that's on the thumbnail, just going ham on him, and he's sitting there just tanking like I said, sitting there cool and chilling and stuff like that, and then flexes them off, hits him with that shoulder tackle, and sends him flying. Throws Garou way off and stops the ramble. But then later on in the fight, he couldn't do the same thing. Garou went to hitting him with a barrage again after him declaring that he couldn't stop the monster play. And it looked like Garou actually did that. He actually managed to bring out the Dragon Slayer fish up on Darkshine, which he tanked. And this is a feat that we should attribute to him. But it made me question, like, what's too much for him? Like, is this an actual depiction of like what he can't handle in terms of consecutive attacks? Like, we should think about it, because this is a ferocious setup by fucking Garou. This is tremendous. But to tank that head on, we saw how Murata chose to draw the Dragon Slayer fish, which Garou used in each hand, the whirlwind and the water stream, to assault Darkshine, and it was pretty savage. But Darkshine, I don't want to say shrugged it off, but he immediately powered up into a superior attack after taking that assault from him. This says a lot about not only his durability, but endurance. That attacks are having trouble getting to him, and the attacks that do hit him, they don't do lasting damage, or he's able to take a lot of it. So, once again, this guy is seeming very, very powerful. His offense is pretty good in martial status-wise, and I think he can take some special attacks like elemental stuff, fire, hate, bombs, whatever it may be. But this guy's really freaking tough. He's strong. I'm not sure what to expect in the fight coming up, but I know for a fact that Garou's going to be leveling up pretty soon. It looks like he's getting ready to overwhelm Darkshine. Problem is, I don't think Darkshine's really shown much of what he can do. Not that he hasn't been trying, but that he hasn't shown much of what he can do. So I'm interested to see how much he could power up, what's going to happen next. And Garou's going to have to do a lot of damage to Darkshine to take him out. But the same is the case for Darkshine. They're both tanks. They're both very, very durable. They both tanked a lot of, or one has tanked a lot of stuff, and the other one has the prospect of tanking a lot of stuff. So I'm excited to see a fight like this where you can throw off a lot of big, strong attacks and get them done. It'll be really, 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 really exciting. In a Discord, because we talk about these so often, the conversation of like Darkshine versus like Brave Giant, Darkshine versus Phoenix Man, fights like that have come up. Current Garou versus Genos, current Genos, different situations like that have come up. So if you guys would like to be a part of those types of debates and those different like basically yelling sessions of what Darkshine can and can't do, what Brave Giant can and can't hit with the Nova, and whether Genos can actually fight anybody that's a high dragon or whatever. Add your opinions in the comment section, or if not, come into the Discord about those things. Make sure you check out the Discord link, like I said before. Also the Patreon if you'd like to join up with the help of the family. And also the 1+ podcast, like I mentioned, the video is coming out most likely tomorrow. So if you want to catch the entire podcast, be there for the premiere in the afternoon. If you'd like to see the podcast broken down into clips, we have an entirely new channel where you can catch all of the podcast in 10-minute portions broken down by topics and what we discuss. So you can pre-select what you want to get into, what you want to speculate on, what you find interesting on your own. So check the links in the description below. We'll see you boys next time, man. Yo ho ho!